money for nothing, just for free.
Hey guys, this is like the 10-day review of the ETB portfolio. The original recording got screwed up somehow, so a couple days later, here we go. According to the collector app, for the past 7 days, we've been down almost $5 on the portfolio. That has a lot to do with Paladin and Fates going up to 375 and having a little retracement. I've noticed a lot of these ETBs have added supply since we first initially launched the first video. So let's get into that. Alright, first one we're looking at is the Evolving Skies, the regular ETB. We're down to 345 from being stable. Well, we're in a stable 350. I mean, we've been bouncing between 340 and 345. Supply 47. That's a couple more than the last time we checked. Alright, Fusion Strike Pokemon Center ETB. We're on the higher end of the range where it's been hanging out at. It's been hanging out between 345, 360. It's at 362 right now. And we are at 39 listed. That is pretty heavy compared. We were in the high 20s to mid 20s a couple of weeks ago. Astral Radiance. So we've actually seen pretty good movement on this one. We originally made the buy call between the 125 to 130 range. It's up to 138 right now. And there is only 24 on TCG Player. And that's between 21 sellers. So nobody really has supply on this, from what we can tell. I might cross-reference eBay later to see how much is on eBay. Alright, Brilliant Stars. You had really good movement with Brilliant Stars. And we got 2 of these in the portfolio. So we can double up on those gains with this one. We were hanging around the 155 range. We're up to 170 now on TCG Player. And the quantity was around 40. We're around 45 right now. So we've had more supply added as the price has gone up. But the new sellers coming in, they're not going to take the original lower prices we had. They're going to take the higher prices. All right, on to Scarlet and Violet. All right, Destined Rivals regular ETB. Some more great movement in this one. Up to $99. We're trying to go past 100, and even with a couple more drops, I think with a little more consistent buying pressure, this will be ahead of Prismatic Evolutions. There's a lot less on the market. I think last time we looked, there was over 400, and we are now under 300 at 283. All right. Journey Together. I have a little bit upward movement on here too. It was at 125 for the longest time. It's a negligible gain, but it's hanging out more towards the 130. But really the big news is it's under 100 supply now on TCG Player. We're down to 98. So that's a big milestone. Hopefully, I don't see much more supply coming online, but you never know. All right. Paladin Fates. Okay, here's where the bulk of our losses come in because it went up so high and it retraced. But it was down to 315. Now we're at 340. And we have 30 supply online right now, which is a little more than we have been experiencing. We're in the low 20s to mid 20s before. So 30 we haven't seen for a while. Twilight Masquerade, another double. Unfortunately, this one took a little bit of a hit. We were hanging out at the 150 to 155 range. We're down now to 145. And we were just under 70 quantity. Now we're up to 73. So some more sellers came online and lowered the price a little bit. Still have big hopes for this one. Keep in mind, that booster box is starting to move again, too. So people are going to start, once they see that booster box start moving again, they're going to start looking at some other products, and they're going to be like, wow, the PC ETB is pretty cheap. All right. Not officially in the portfolio yet, and unfortunately, this will move it to 11 because we're keeping the regular Destined Rivals ETB in there as well. But when we begin to do some movement, we will eventually sell 2 and only bring back 1 in. Hanging out at 250, pretty strong and stable. I mentioned in my emergency broadcast of Death and Rivals Pokemon Center ETB that I ordered one. I got it at 220 on eBay, but unfortunately, and I kind of gave that away in the video, I didn't feel totally confident in the seller. He has not uploaded the tracking yet, and I messaged him today about, hey man, I just wanted to say sometimes I order Pokemon products and they never come in. And he has not gotten back to me. So I am fearing that I may be getting a refund on it. And now I'm in a position, do I buy another one or try and wait on this guy? Because that's going to be a 10-day process to get the money back. All right, guys, have a good one.